This is David Living Lightly. I have not made a video for the Living Lightly channel in forever, maybe a year. The reason is because all my projects are half done. Uh, and I just never want to show anything off halfway done and, make quick little videos. Like, I want to be thorough, and therefore it never gets done. All right, all my projects are just in part. So what we're going to do today is do a run through of just the whole place, and you can see, I'm being stalked. You can just see all the halfway done projects and what my life looks like right now. First today, and of course it's crazy busy, today was collecting firewood from a family that was very generous. They live on a lot of acres, and they have they had a lot of extra wood, so they were generous and said, hey, come by and pick up a truckload. All right. Yes, it's crazy. All right, we'll start here. I was getting truckloads of wood chips, dumped here. And it worked great for a driveway, but after a while they turned into mush. So I built a retaining wall and then shoveled them all up and put them in here. Now this serves as a big sponge. Hopefully it'll get decorative and we can get some nice bulbs growing, and the antiques and a little welcome sign. These Christmas trees, they're not just pine trees that are dying. They are Christmas trees that I stuck in the ground because they were cool and matched the welcome sign. I am still collecting rainwater. That system is going perfectly. I've been drinking rainwater for I think over 2 years, and I have not gotten sick off of it. Have not had any negative issues at all. I've enjoyed it, and I think, if anything, my mental clarity is better. I don't know if that's from the water or not, but not having fluoride in my system is probably a good thing. So this handles well until it rains full blast. And a heavy rain, can't handle it. And so I will set this, in the mulch pile, and that will absorb all the water. Also, the neighbor did not want water from the shed to go over to his house, so I put a gutter on the side and a tube that's going down into the ground into the mulch. All right, and I only heat with wood, so I have no other alternate source of heat, except, I could put a propane heater together if I had to. I wish my woodshed was a little bit fuller, but it'll get there, and I still think I'll be okay. It's early enough in the year, it'll dry out. I have plenty of panels, not enough batteries, but still I'm running most of my house off of that 12-volt DC system. Works fantastic. I just need a lot of batteries to accommodate an AC system and handle some of the bigger appliances. This greenhouse has been doing fantastic. I do not need this water heater in the summer. But the greenhouse has been fantastic. All I have to do, those are running off solar panels. Yeah. But for now, I'll keep them off so you can hear me. I have jalapenos and underground we have some sweet potatoes and carrots and asparagus. I don't know how the winter crops are going to do in the middle of summer, but that's okay. And some tomato and peas. And my fun project is these loofah sponges. And I know I have a light on in the middle of the day that it doesn't need to be on in the day, but I forget to turn it on and off, so I just leave it on all the time. So these loofah sponges will be great for, say, scrubbing dishes and scrub brushes in the bathroom. I live in Indiana, so the growing season for loofah sponges is a little bit short. I get 1 or 2 and then a frost comes and wipes the plant out. So hopefully in here, it'll buy me another few weeks, and I'll be able to get plenty of loofah sponges. And here's my microgreens. So we have sunflower, amaranth, kale, spinach, peas, Swiss chard, broccoli, beets. So all of these microgreens are in here, and the hope is I can grow these all year round. And every morning, I take a few handfuls, put them in a blender, make a smoothie, and I have my daily greens instead of waiting a year for a few tomatoes and squash. So hopefully I'll get my fresh greens all year round. And also, the sunflower and the peas and the kale and the spinach and really just about all plants have plenty of protein. So I do not have to have any kind of animal products in my diet. We just don't use animal products for conscience and for spiritual health, mental health, physical health. There's just no reason to consume animals. So plants are the way to go. And they're a lot of fun to try to grow. Challenging too. We have fruit trees scattered everywhere. Some are producing. That's the solar barbecue. It's the front of a projection screen TV, and that'll bring the sunlight, down to a point where I'll have a pan with a glass dome on it, and it can cook anything. This is my dehydrator shed. I haven't used it very much, but I have plans for using it when I make fire starter bricks for the wood burning stove. So I'll take a bunch of old grasses and old corn stalks and compress them down into bricks and dry them out in there, and hopefully they'll become fire starters. Okay, this is the garden, and I'm a photographer, so a lot of this is aesthetics. This is a very fun place for families to come, and just for me to come out and be here and enjoy the scenery and have a peaceful sanctuary. These pillars are from a Victorian house that was being torn down, and they were generous and let me have those pillars and a few other pieces. So it's like a swing set for little juniors, some vintage, croquet, a lot of lemon balm, and little forest has kind of popped up over here, and I kind of like it. We needed some more shady areas, so that's great. Made that big old swing back there, and back in there is going to be my herb garden, my medicinal herb garden. So I have some growing, and chamomile and my thyme and a lot of my cooking herbs and basil, things like that in there. Little patches of strawberries. It's great for family portraits. And this is the daisy garden, which is a lot of fun this time of year, and it has produced some great photos. Around this canopy bed, I have some grapes growing. Take a walk around the whole daisy garden. It's just some beautiful scenes. I mean, it feels great. If you can create a space where you feel comfortable and safe in, it's good for your mental health. It's a huge bonus, and I think it's very important. Weeping willow. Some things don't have a function except to just be beautiful and enjoyable. Here's the vegetable garden. So made this little mini fence to hope to keep the gophers out, and so far it's worked perfectly. No one has raided the garden. But we haven't really had any fruit yet to prove that. I haven't weeded one time, but it's still growing and still producing. So I have bunch of squash, zucchini, yellow squash, pumpkins. You can't really make it out, but right in here is tomato, more tomato, beans, got a peach tree and apple trees, an apple tree and an apple tree. That is producing a few apples. So, and I know if I pruned them, they'd produce a lot more. So I need to be doing that. Yeah. Like some apples. Yeah, I can't wait to get a hold of them. Yep. Yeah, they're scattered around in there, doing good. It's great. Okay, I was able to buy this house for just over $1,000. And this is a work in progress. I'm hoping this can be, I got a wood burner in here. I'm hoping it can be like a retreat house, kind of a cabin, little getaway. Made the ceiling that copper steel. I made one of those pallet wood walls. That's not really made out of pallet wood, but just 1x4s. But yeah, right now, and the subfloor is done. So I'm chipping away at this and making progress. And I also might build a greenhouse. So this will be the wood burner room. Yeah, so the source of heat will be in the middle. I'm also hoping to build a greenhouse maybe out in front and do a heavier volume of microgreens and maybe even something to sell. So, it would be great if that would be a retreat house, and so people could come and visit and hang out and enjoy the garden and enjoy the dojo, because that is my next big project that I'm working on. You can see it way down here is the dojo. This has been the very time-consuming, money-consuming project. All these old doors. Yeah. And because when it floods, I kind of get this little river of water going, so I built this little mini bridge. And I dug a hole in here and lost it now, and put a pump in there. And with a hose down there, I can run water away. But that's a whole different issue. So this is the dojo. This will all be a rustic playground. Still have more fruit trees scattered around. Oh no. The dreaded Japanese beetles are attacking my plums. Oh no. Alright, we'll deal with you. Not cool. Anyway. Now I'm bummed. Okay, back to the dojo. So I got these cool steps. Come in, everything's like this rough cut timber that put stained and put loads of polyurethane on it. Screening it in for the summer, and I'll put like a poly walls in, like for a greenhouse. So I'll still get all the sunlight through. This will be a place where, man, you can condition, train, work out. Martial arts, Tai Chi, yoga, stretching exercises. This is my therapist. So my hope is to be, it's like find my taijutsu, work on my Toshindo, have friends over, have seminars, little mini classes, a place where people can come and kind of collect themselves, get their heads on straight, have a training experience, work out. And that's what I'm hoping for. Because what we've done is gotten very wrapped up and raised in systems that are, political and economic, and we have forgotten and just don't know about, natural systems and spiritual systems. And because I would like to live a life, so why am I working hard and creating all this and doing all this, is because I want to live a life that is not ruled by my bank account. It's like, oh, I don't have money, so therefore I need to do this today. It's like I would like to live according to what my heart is saying to do, and I would like to live according to my potential, not according to what my debt collectors are telling me to do. I want to do what my heart tells me to do. So it is worth doing all this work and creating an environment where I'm at peace and I can be healthy by, eating my greens and then coming out and training and conditioning my body and, just walking through the garden and reflect and think and create art and interact with families that come and do, family portraits for them. And maybe I'll, hopefully make new friends and, we can train together in the dojo. Like my Hapkido friends and my Toshindo Ninjutsu friends, and the more the merrier. My Jujitsu friends. So, that is my hope, that I can build an environment that I can be free in, feel good about, and reach my full potential. So, even though I'm kind of a private person, so that's probably another reason why I haven't made videos. I also do want to encourage others and reach out and connect and encourage others whenever possible. So, hey, thank you for watching, and I will make videos again, but it may be a while. All right. Until next time, keep living lightly.